Hello, friends. Welcome to today's yin practice. For today's class, we are going to be focused on yin yoga for the legs, our lower body. So some props that are going to be helpful for today is going to be a blanket, a bolster. Don't worry if you don't have a bolster. You can always use cushions or pillows from your bed or sofa. And 2 yoga blocks are always going to be helpful. And for today's practice, you could either slide a block underneath you, and we're just going to start in this hero's pose. Gently close your eyes. And take these first few moments to settle and arrive. Stay long from the sit bones all the way through the crown of your head. Deep inhale through the nose and long exhale out through the mouth. Gently blink the eyes open. And we're going to make our way into a swan pose. So this is also otherwise known as pigeon pose. And you could set up the bolster on top of your yoga blocks. And you're going to bring your right leg into a 90-degree shape. And you're going to walk your left foot back. Now, if this is too much for you, always know that you can adjust by rolling up that blanket and placing it right underneath your right glute. Or you could always take that right heel and move it closer towards your pelvis on the diagonal. Take whatever variation you need. And once you've found your seat, of course you could always pad your left knee underneath that blanket as well. So once you've found that swan pose, go ahead and rest your body onto the block. You could either take your left ear and rest on it, or your right ear, whichever you choose. And for yin yoga, one of the principles is to find our appropriate depth. We're not here to sink into our deepest depth of these shapes. We are here to explore our edges, to be a seeker of sensation. And this sensation, this healthy stress in the fascia and the deep connective tissues, in the ligaments, tendons, and joints. But if you feel any kind of burning or electrical sensation, always back off or elevate yourself higher. Find a place of calm. We'll be here for just another minute. Try to tune into the natural rhythm of your breath. And go ahead and walk your hands to keep you upright. And tuck your left toes underneath you as you come out of the shape. And we'll begin our journey for side 2. And again, adjust yourself as needed. Take your left leg out into a 90-degree shape, or you can close off that left heel in towards your pelvis if that is too much for you. Again, you could always slide the blanket underneath you. And just find your appropriate depth. And when you're ready, you could either rest your forearms onto the bolster, or you could rest an ear onto that bolster if you wish. Let the breath ground you down into the present moment. You might notice that one side may feel tighter than the other, and don't make it a big drama. Just bring an awareness to it. We'll linger here for 2 more minutes. Maybe have a soft gaze or close your eyes. Take one last inhale here. And on your exhale, walk your hands towards you. Take the blanket out. And we're going to line this bolster towards the back of the mat for our seated saddle. You can always take the blanket and bring it underneath you. So we're going to start out by extending the right leg out. We're going to tuck this left leg. And if this is too much for you, you could always give the knee a little more padding if you wish. And from here, slowly lay down on that bolster. Now, another variation you can take is to bring this right foot to the inside of the left leg. Again, just always work with whichever variation works best for you. You can have a soft gaze up towards the ceiling, or you could gently close the eyes. And tune into the slow current of energy that reminds us of who we really are. Ten more breaths here. Take one last inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Begin to make your way to that upright position, and we'll make our way to side two. This time extend the left leg out as you tuck that right leg. Begin to slowly walk the hands back to rest your back onto the bolster. Again, you could either take this variation or you could tuck the left foot just underneath the right. Again, explore your edges here. Don't go beyond your edge. And we'll be here for 10 more breaths. One last breath here. On your exhale, extend the left leg out as you make your way up. It does not have to be graceful. And from here, you are going to take your blanket and roll it up. What I really like about the blankets is that you can adjust it to different heights. And we're going to find our way into a caterpillar pose or Paschimottanasana. Pad the back of your knees with the blanket. Take your bolster and just rest your forehead down. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Feel that nice lengthening through the back of your neck. Of course, your hands can rest anywhere. But we're going to be here for about 3 minutes. You can even rest an ear onto the bolster if you wish. Or you could take your blocks, provide a nice space to just rest your forearms down. Take one last breath here. On your exhale, roll up your spine one vertebrae at a time and blink your eyes open. Move your bolster off to the side and whatever props that you have. And make your way onto your back. Hug your knees up high towards your chest. Give them a nice little squeeze. Maybe give them a nice little thank you for all the hard work they do for supporting us in our daily lives. And bring your knees over towards the left side of your mat, supine twist. knees back to center. And we're going to take this stack over towards the right. Don't worry if your left shoulder is floating off from the earth. I just want you to focus on getting that stack towards the right side. One last breath here. Give your knees one final squeeze. Then whenever you're ready, extend your legs out and melt into whatever shape you feel for your Shavasana. Give yourself this opportunity to rest. Let yourself find a moment of calm and harmony. Take as much time as you need in the Shavasana. As always, it was a pleasure to share this yin practice with you. I hope that you are feeling more spacious in your lower body. And I am honored to share this breath and this practice with you wherever in the world you may be. I bow down to you and all of your efforts. Namaste.